screen. Okay, so first I am going to share some past paper questions that are related to the topic symmetry. I've shared the questions. Yes, Saneem, can you see the questions?
Yes.
Okay. So there are just 3 questions. Let's do them first, and then we'll jump to a proper past paper. That would be P2 for today. Okay. What exactly is the question? It says, complete the description of the pattern below. Yes, you need to mute your mic. Okay. It says, the pattern has rotational symmetry of order dash and dash lines of symmetry. So let's just focus on rotational symmetry for now. What exactly is the order of rotational symmetry? That you start rotating the shape and you rotate it to an angle of 360 degrees, and during that rotation, how many times you get this same shape. This is what the order of rotational symmetry is. Okay, so when you will rotate it for the first time, what do you think? Are you going to get the same shape or not? Yes, Saneem?
No.
No. Okay. Right. Please try speaking louder. I'm not able to hear you properly. Okay. Yes. Is that a yes or no? Mm-hmm. Okay. And what about you, Saneem and Turhan?
I think it won't be in its original shape after rotating it once.
Yeah, exactly. It won't be in its original shape after rotating it once, because if I try making it, so this is the line, then this is a line, and then this is the other line. Okay, so the triangles are going to be, let me just make the triangles only, and then I'll fill them later on. Okay, all right, now let's just fill in them. Okay, when I will rotate it, this is going to come here, so this triangle would be filled. In fact, if I want to do this, so let's make it this way, this would be filled. Then this is going to be the filled one. And this would be filled. This won't be filled. This won't be filled. And this one won't be filled as well. Okay. So this is the idea. Yes, you are right. Well, you know, when you are going to rotate it for the first time, like for the first rotation only, you will not get the original shape. Okay. Now, when we will rotate it for the second time, yes, in that case, the shape would be original one. Are you able to relate to it? Do you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Okay, very good. So when I rotate it for the first time, this black triangle would come here, and here I am going to have a white triangle, and that is not the original shape. Okay. And this gray one would be here. Now, when I will rotate it for the second time, then yes, after that rotation, I would get the original shape. Then for the third one, I won't get it. For the fourth one, yes. For the fifth one, I won't get it. And then for the sixth one, I would certainly get the original shape. Okay. So for such questions, the idea is, and you will see that in a minute or so, we'll talk about a similar question in another paper. So it could be that you get exactly same question. All you need to remember is that if the shape and everything is same, and it's just about that one triangle is filled and the other one is not filled. Just count the number of filled triangles, okay? So it is 1, 2, and 3. And the order is going to be 3. You see that we will follow the similar technique for the other question and we would get the right answer. Are you okay with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Right. For the next question, Turhan, I want you to respond as well. Okay, very good, Valiullah. And dash lines of symmetry. Now, this pattern has how many lines of symmetry? Yes. Now, if you try making the line over here, it is certainly not going to be the line of symmetry because obviously we do not have a triangle here and we do not have a triangle here, and then we have so many differences. Okay, the line of symmetry is such a line that it divides the shape into two parts and the two parts are exactly the same. So obviously this blue line is not the line of symmetry. If I say that this is the line of symmetry, obviously it is not the line of symmetry. I do not have a filled triangle here, so it means that I would not be having any lines of symmetry in case of this shape, right? So the answer is going to be 0. Very good, value, excellent. Okay, let's talk about the next part. It says, okay, and as I told you earlier as well, you would get a question from this section, but that would be only for, 2 to 3 marks, not more than that, right? So this is in front of you. Okay. The second part of this question is shade in 2 more small squares in this shape to make a pattern with exactly 2 lines of symmetry. Now they want me to shade one more box such that let me just see the color. Okay. Such that the shape has 2 lines of symmetry. Okay. What do you think? Now, at the moment, I do not have any lines of symmetry, okay? If I say this is the line of symmetry, it obviously is not line of symmetry because in that case, these two should have been, shaded instead of these two. So yes, this is not the line of symmetry. If I try looking at this one, this is not the line of symmetry. The two halves are not exactly the same. I need to add 2 more boxes. So what do you think? What do you think? Anyone? Any idea? Okay, I'll give you a hint. Would it be 1, 2, 3, 4? Okay. Out of these 4 numbers, which 2 boxes should I shade? Okay. So this is basically Waliullah, and he is saying that this is line of symmetry. Yes, you are correct. This is yeah, you can rub this. I'll make a neater one. This basically, right? Yes, you are correct. Very good, very well done. But the question is that you need to shade 2 more boxes such that you have 2 lines of symmetry. Okay. So this is just one line of symmetry. We are looking for another line of symmetry. So what boxes should we shade such that this line stays as a line of symmetry and we can make another one as well? Okay, yes, you are right, Palula. We do have one line of symmetry, but we need 2 lines of symmetry. Okay, so we are looking for
You
those.
can
Hmm.
you can color in box number 3 and box number 2.
Very good, very good. So if I shade 2 and 3, that is going to make another line of symmetry, and that is going to be this line of symmetry. Right now I can say that this diagram has 2 lines such that these 2 lines are dividing the square in exactly 2 parts, and the 2 parts are exactly the same. Okay, so this is what we have. Yes, Sunny, very good. Excellent. All of you. Okay. This is the next question. Okay. So it is a question from another paper, and the statement is write down the order of rotational symmetry of this shape. Okay. So again, this question is like the one we have done already, and I told you earlier as well that this is the most popular type. So yes, I already have one answer. Very good. Okay, and what about you, Saneem and Durhan? What do you think? What would be the rotational symmetry of this shape? Excellent. So, and yes, Durhan, what about you? Okay,
Yeah, three.
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 Very good. This is going to be three. Excellent. Okay. And then the next part is okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The next part is Samuel describes a special quadrilateral. A quadrilateral is any shape that has four sides. It has only one line of symmetry. Its diagonals cross at right angles. Write down the name of this special quadrilateral. So we discussed quadrilaterals, and like in case of a square and in case of a rectangle, we know that we can make two lines of symmetry, right? So this is one and then this is two. This is one and then this is two. Although these lines of symmetry are not drawn properly, but yeah, this is the idea. Now they want you to name a special quadrilateral that has one line of symmetry only. We discussed this when we were talking about shapes. Any clue? Yes, Saneem, Turhan, and Waliullah. Any idea about it?
Once again, ma'am, I'm trying to draw the shape.
Okay. All right. All right. Yes. Very good, Saneem. Excellent. Okay. Okay. I am going to make the shape. It is basically,
Is it like a diamond?
yeah, it is kite. Okay.
Ah, kite.
Yeah. So it is something of this type. The upper part is smaller and then the lower part is longer. Now, the only line of symmetry is this line of symmetry, right? And if you make diagonals cross at right angles, so the diagonals are going to be perpendicular to each other. So yes, this is correct. It is going to be a kite. Always remember, kite is a quadrilateral that has one line of symmetry and then the diagonals cross at right angles. Okay. Right. And this is the last question. So it says, from the word above, write down all the letters which have line of symmetry. Okay. So which letters have line of symmetry? We discussed this. So when we were talking about this chapter in the last class, if I talk about H, I have one and two lines of symmetry. If I talk about A, I have one line of symmetry. If I talk about N, do I have any lines of symmetry? Very good, Valiullah. So we do not have any lines of symmetry in case of N. We do not have any lines of symmetry in case of G. In case of E, this is the line of symmetry. And in case of R, We do not have any lines of symmetry. So the answer is H, A, and E. This is the answer, right? Okay, so we are done with this chapter. Now we know how to do some past paper questions that basically ask you about rotational symmetry and the line of symmetry. Okay, Valiullah, you can go for the chemistry class. Take care. Bye bye. Right, now let's talk about a past paper question. I'm going to take that out. Yeah, this is the past paper which we are going to do today. Okay, I am going to zoom in a bit and I want both of you to participate fully. Right. Okay, it says the table below shows the cost to visit a zoo. So for an adult, we need $26. For children that are aged between 5 and 16, it is $15.5. And for children who are under 5, it's free. On 30th April, Mr. and Mrs. Perigeux and their children aged 12, 18, and 3 visit the zoo. What is the total cost for the family? Now, for adults, we have $26. So, Mr. and Mrs. mean we would be having two adults plus one of their children is 12 years old. So, that is basically coming here. So, it would be 15.5 plus the other one is 8 years old. He is also coming under this bracket. So it is going to be 15.5 and then the last one is 3 years old, so that is 0. And the sum is going to be what? You can use your calculators and tell me the answer.
83.
It is 83. Very good. So it is $83, right? You can also write it down this way, 83.00, because that is the number of decimal places we have in the question, right? Okay, but it's optional. You can write it down this way as well. You can write down 83 as well. That's your choice. But this is also important since we are done with most of the content. So we need to talk about these strategies about past paper questions as well, right? So the answer could be 83.00 or it could be 83. Obviously, both are same. The values are same. It's just this that if the question has numbers and values with these many decimal places, the answer is also going to have these many decimal places, right? But it's your choice. It could be 83 as well because we do not have any values here. Okay. This was the first part of the question. Let's talk about the next one. Okay. It says in May, the cost for a child is not changed. The cost for an adult is reduced by P% to $22.10. Okay. Initially it was 26. Okay. So initially it was 26 and now it is 22.10. It has reduced by P%. So how are we going to calculate this percentage? Yes, this is what we had initially and this is what now it is. Okay, now I'll tell you. This question is easy, I know, but at times students make mistakes while thinking about it logically. So let's say you go to a shop for buying something and you see that they're offering a discount of, let's say, 20%. Okay, now that 20% is on the original price, that is in our case $26. Okay, so in the denominator we are going to have 26. In the numerator, we are going to have the price that is off, that you are not supposed to pay now. So that is 26 minus 22.10 multiplied by 100 and then we write down the percent sign. This is how we calculate percentages. So P% is going to be this. And the answer is what? The answer is going to be 26 minus 22.1 divided by 26 into 100%. So that is 15%. So P is 15, right? Any doubts about this? Now you are not going to add the percentage sign, right? If you add the percentage sign, you would only get 1 mark because the other mark is for the answer. Okay. Always remember the answer is going to be without the percentage sign because they only want you to find the value of P, not P%. Are you getting my point, both of you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good. Let's talk about the second part. It says, in May, the Fergio family visit the zoo again. Calculate the percentage reduction in the total cost from April to May. Now, obviously, in April, these were the rates. These are the rates for April. And in May, the only reduction is in the cost for an adult ticket. Okay, so for children, it's still the same. It is not changed. Okay, now this was their expenditure in April. Let's calculate that what it would be for May. Now in May, it costs 22.10 for one adult. So 22.10 for one adult, and we have two adults in our case. Plus for children, it is going to be same. So two children were coming under this bracket, and then there was one child who was just 3 years old. So that would be 0 in this case. So this would be 0, not 3. Okay. And now what is going to be the answer in this case? Yes, Turhan, can you tell me?
Once again, I'm calculating it.
Okay, all right. This sum is 75.2. Okay, this is not the answer. This is 75.2. My question from both of you is, calculate the percentage reduction in the total cost from April to May. Calculate the percentage reduction.
Ma'am, can you go up a bit?
Okay, sure, sure. That is this. Yeah. It was 83 initially, and now it is 75.2. And they want you to calculate the percentage reduction.
It's about 10%.
Okay, and what about you, Sunny?
I'm doing.
Okay, all right. Okay, let's see what exactly it is. It is about 10%, but it's not exactly 10%. Okay, so it was 83, now it's at 75.2. What is the reduction? That is 83 minus 75.2. And in the denominator, we are going to keep 83 multiplied by 100%. Okay. So this is going to be 9.39%. So that would be 9.4%. Either you can write down 9.4 or you can write down 9.3. But since it is 9.397, so it's better to go with this one. Yes, why were you guys getting 10%? The answer is 9.4. Okay, so there's a difference in 10% and 9.4, right? You will line off, you can round off 9.4, but that would give you 9. And obviously, you're not going to round it off further. Either the answer would be this or it would be 9.397. Okay, you need to be careful while writing down the answers as well. That is also important. So Turhan and Salim, is this okay now?
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about the next question. It's about a different topic. Okay, it is the Figure family arrived at the zoo at 10:50 a.m. They stayed at the zoo until 4:25 p.m. How long in hours and minutes did they spend at the zoo? Hmm. Yes. This is their final time. This is their um, starting time. You need to find the difference. But for finding out the difference, you cannot think about it this way, okay? So you can convert this to the 24-hour clock. 10:50 would be, okay, I already got an answer. Very good, Saneem. Excellent. The answer is correct. So it would be 10:50. And what would be 4:25? It would be 16:25. Okay. And now you can just, find the difference and that would give you the correct answer. So this is 16:25. And then this is 10:50. Okay. These are the two timings now. You need to find the difference and tell me the answer. Yes, Turhan, what do you think about it? Can you answer this question?
Yeah, ma'am. The answer is 575.
Sorry?
The answer is 575.
The answer should be in hours and minutes, okay?
Okay, I'll do that in hours.
Yeah, but it should not be 75. You can mute your mic for this.
I got 9 hours and 35 minutes.
No, that should be 5 hours and 35 minutes. Check that again. Yes, Turhan?
I can't seem to get 5 hours.
Wait a second, I'm not able to hear you properly. Okay, yes, now what exactly is the thing? Yes, Turhan?
Yes. Yeah, I got the answer. It's 6 hours and 15 minutes.
Okay, all right. Now I'll tell you. Okay, and Salim, how have you done this question?
I
Did you?
calculated the hours 10 to 4. Uh, 10:50 to 4 is 5 hours and 10 minutes, and plus 25 minutes will be 35 minutes.
Yes, exactly. Okay, now I'll tell you the idea. Either you can find it this way by finding the difference, okay? But you know what? Once we will try finding the difference, we'll see that this number is smaller than this number, then we would have to cut this, we would have to take one. When we'll take one, we are not going to take one, we are going to take 60 minutes basically, right? So you can do it this way or the other way. Let's just do it this way because now we started doing it this way. Okay, now this is what the difference is going to be. Initially we had the time in the 12-hour clock, but we cannot find the difference this way. Okay, when I taught you this topic, I told you we need to find the time in the 24-hour clock. Now 25 is less than 50, so I need something here. I am going to carry one, but that one is basically 1 hour, and that 1 hour is 60 minutes. Okay, so when I will cancel this and I will write down 15 hours and I am going to add 1 hour, the new thing would be 15 hours and 85 minutes divided by 10 hours and 50 minutes. And now I'm going to find the difference. This is 5 and this is 35. So this would be 5 hours and 35 minutes. Turhan, it's just like a simple subtraction. You know that when the number above is smaller number, we carry one. We take one from the other side. But this time around, this subtraction is not the simple one, okay? We are talking about hours and minutes. When you will carry 1 hour, you will add 60 to 25 because you need to convert hours to minutes, okay? And the answer would be 5 hours and 35 minutes. Any doubts about this?
No, no.
Okay. Rohan, are you okay with this? This question is important. Please tell me. Yes, Rohan, are you there? Can you hear me? All right, okay. Let's talk about the second part. It is the zoo holds daily shows about different animals, and these are the show timings. Okay, right. The Fergio family go to as many shows as they can during their visit. Each show lasts 35 minutes. How many minutes do they spend at these shows? Yes. Yes. This is the total time they spent at the zoo, 5 hours and 35 minutes. Okay. And each show lasts for 35 minutes. So, how many minutes do they spend at these shows? So they arrived at 10:50, okay? If they arrived at 10:50, obviously they were not able to watch the giraffe show, right? And now we need to calculate for this one, this one, this one, this one, and then this one as well, but they were not able to watch that completely. So yes, they were able to watch 4 shows completely. Yes, Salim, what do you think? How many minutes do they spend at these shows? Hmm. Okay. Now I'll tell you one thing. They are saying that the family go to as many shows as they can during their visit, okay? And each show lasts for 35 minutes. Now the show started at 4:30 p.m. and they left at 4:25 p.m., right? So this means that they were not able to watch last show as well. So in total, they were able to watch one, two, three, four shows. Each show lasts for 35 minutes. So that means the number of minutes are going to be 4 multiplied by 35, and that would be 140. Yes, that would be 140. So the answer is 140 minutes. Yes, Turhan, did you understand this question? Okay. Salim, are you okay with this?
Yes.
Okay. Let's talk about the next one. Okay. The table shows the average monthly temperatures in Tokyo and Sydney 1 year. Complete the scatter diagram. The first 8 points have been plotted for you. Okay. So this is the diagram that we have, and they have plotted the first 8 points. We need to plot for these 4 points. Okay. And for Tokyo and for Sydney, this is what we have. Okay. The next point is going to be 16 and 23. So 23 is okay. Next point is 16 and 23. This is the last thing for today. So 23. This is 20. This would be the half of 20 and 25. That would be 22.5. Okay. This means that one small box is for what?
0.5.
Very good. Okay. One small box is for 25. So this would be for 23. This is the line that I need to focus for 23. And then we'll talk about 16. Okay. And let's see where exactly we have 16. Okay, this is 15. And this is going to be the half. So it would be 15.5, and then 16 is going to be here. So I am obviously doing it like this. You would be having a scale. So things would be very, very easy for you. So this is the point that we are gonna have, right? Following the similar pattern, we can just make a point for 1818, then for 2021, and then for 21 and 8, right? This is how we are going to complete the graph. And then what type of correlation is shown by the scatter diagram? Yes. What do you think about this? So obviously, at the moment we do not have all the points. So I won't say that you would be able to guess the answer correctly. But it looks like the line would be something of this type, right? So what is the correlation in such cases? As the temperature of Tokyo is decreasing, the temperature of Sydney is increasing, right? So the correlation is
Inverse.
negative, okay? Salim, are you okay with this? Please tell me honestly.
Yes.
Okay. And then we need to draw the line of best fit. We can do that once we have all the points. We'll make sure that we have equal number of points on both the left and the right side, and the line is a balanced line, right? It would be a bit difficult for me to draw the line here. Okay, and then for the last part, it says the following year, the average temperature in Sydney during May was 15 degrees. By using your line of best fit, estimate the average temperature in Tokyo that May. Now, obviously, you are going to make the line and you will just, go up to the line. Let's use these points and make a line. It would be very difficult for me because I do not have a scale at the moment and I cannot use the scale for this. But it is going to be, I'm just making a rough line, okay? It won't be of this type, it should be more towards the other side. So it is going to be something of this type. Yeah, something of this type, okay? Just a rough idea. Obviously, for now, I did not draw all the other points that I was supposed to. But yeah, anyways, 15 degrees for Sydney. So I am going to follow this, okay? And then I will just look and find the value against this x coordinate that was 15. It is going to be somewhere here. Okay. Now, obviously, my answer is very different than the answer that it should be because I did not make the line properly. This line is not exactly the line of best fit because I did not make all the other points I was supposed to make, right? Once you make that line of best fit, you can just use your scale, put your scale here, and just make a line that goes up like this and just look at the point on the line that your this line meets, and then just check the value of this point against the y-axis, okay? And that is going to be your answer. Did you understand the method, Sareen?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts about the method or anything that you have not understood in all these questions that we have done today?
No.
Okay, so yes, that is it for today. I'll stop sharing this.